Good evening, my dear students. You are all warm. Welcome to the wonderful session of the biological class. Today we are going to discuss about the remaining part of the ecosystem and biodiversity. Okay, my dear. Last class, what are the things already we discussed, See here. And energy transfer. Okay. And energy flow. So, and nutrients immobilization. So all those things already we discussed, isn't it, my dear? What is my energy flow? The energy flow is a key function is the ecosystem. That means the energy is transferred from the one tropical region to another tropical region. Okay, my dear. You know about the ultimate source of energy is where it will come. The solar is the ultimate source of the energy. Isn't it, my dear? In this session, we are going to discuss the, what is that? Food chain and food web. Okay, my dear. Food chain and food web. See here. So what is my food chain? Already you know very about that. Food chain is nothing but the connection of the living organism to abiotic factor to a biotic factor through food. Okay, that is called as food chain. Okay, see here. So which one is the starting product? Which one is the initiator of this food chain? You know very about which one? Producer. Which one is the producer? Already you know about the all trophic level in an ecosystem are connected by the transfer of food or energy is called as food chain. What is that? All trophic level. What is the meaning of trophic level? You know all about them. Starting from the producer. Okay. Starting from producer to then primary consumer. Okay. Primary consumer. Okay, my dear. Consumer. And secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. And the last one is decomposer. After that, it will come to the things. The producer is which one? The plant is the producer because you know very about the plant. Okay, it trap the light energy from the solar. Okay, this is the basic principle, my dear. So they told the all tropical level. What is it? All tropical producer is one of the tropical level, and primary consumer is also, and secondary consumer, and the tertiary consumer. The last one is called as decomposer. So these are all each step is considered as a trophic level. In an ecosystem, these are all collectively called as an ecosystem. Without the living and abiotic factors, that means biotic factor as well as the abiotic factor, there is no any ecosystem. Okay, so are connected by the transfer of energy or food. Okay, see here, my dear student, this is very, very important. Okay, see here. So any one of the things. So first of all, you should know what are the trophic level is there. Already you know a little bit trophic level. First started from the producer, isn't it? Producer. Okay. The producer maximum, which one is already you know about maximum plant as well as those who are bearing the chlorophyll nature. Okay, they are all are considered as a producer plant. Okay, plants. They trap the light energy from the solar, isn't it, my dear? They trap the light energy, that ultimate source of energy from the sun. This is the first tropical energy, otherwise called as first level. And then second one is what is that? Those who are having the those who are eating the herbs, that is considered as herbivores. Herbivores. Okay, herbivores. Herbivores all are called as what is the level 2, and otherwise called as what is known as primary consumer. Primary consumer. Primary consumer. Okay. Who is the primary consumer? Just imagine herbivores, those who are eating the grasses. They are all called as the primary consumer. Take an example, goat. Okay, goat, sheep. So it may be varied, depends upon the what is that ecosystem. It may be, suppose take an example, it is forest, this is not normally, what about, this is also a normal tropic level. Okay, tropic level. Okay, my dear, tropic level. Suppose if it is a forest, okay, take an example, is forest. So what happened? No, the grass is the first one, right? Okay, is the producer. Next one is what is that? Deer is the primary consumer, deer. And the deer is also hunted by which one? Lion or tiger or fox. Okay, again the fox hunted by lion. Here, starting from which one? The grass is the primary, starting point, isn't it? The producer. Okay, producer. Okay, the producer trap the light energy and do their photosynthesis, and also store the energy in the form of starch or fruits or whatever it may be. Okay, deer consume the grasses because they need energy. They, which one? Took grasses. Okay. So what happened? They will get the energy. So the energy is transferred from the one tropic level to another one. This is the first tropic level. Again, it will transfer to the next tropic level. This is fox. Again, here, what is that? This one is considered as a carnivorous. Carnivorous, isn't it, my dear? Because they are all what is a flesh eating, isn't it? Flesh eating. So here, starting from the producer to, and then carnivorous is the end. Carnivorous. This is the secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. Finally, what happened? When it undergoes a natural disaster, that means dead, after dead, the animal or plant, whatever it may be, dead, what happened? So the decomposition process occurs. Decomposition. Okay, my dear. After the decomposition, what happened? It comes to the soil again. Then again, the plants are utilized by the what is the minerals and nutrition from the soil. Again, the cycle, it will be go on, isn't it? So this is the first stage, and then second stage, and then third one. Here, starting from where? In the producer. This is the producer starting point. This is the starting point. Okay. End up to the energy transferring level up to the end is known as which one? The carnivore is the last one. Okay, this one they told, my dear. Okay, my dear. So this is important. Okay. See, go to the next one. Listen carefully. This is very, very important, my dear. That's why we are discussing this part. See, the all tropic levels. What are the tropic level? Already we discussed. In an ecosystem are connected by transfer of the food energy. The transfer of energy from the one tropic level, that is called as producer, to the next tropic level, that is called as consumer, is called as food chain. The continuity of that is continuity from the starting from the end of the what is that? Carnivorous is called as what is that? Consumer, producer. See here, already we discussed that point, isn't it, my dear? So don't forget, this is important point. Producer, primary consumer, and also secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer, and then last one is decomposer. So this is a tropic. This is the tropic level. This one is the first tropic, second tropic, already we discussed it, third tropic, and then fourth tropic level. So here the energy transformation takes place. Here the energy transformation from here to here, and here to here, and here to here, and also last one. The sequential reaction, the sequential energy transfer from the producer to which one? That a consumer, which one? Carnivorous. That is called as what is the food chain, that is called as food chain. It is a continuous reactions. And also one more is that it is a unidirectional. It is also only one direction only. It will not reverse in manner. It is also very, very important, my dear students. Okay, don't forget. See this one. The grass is the first one. Grass is the first one, my dear. Okay, here the grass is the producer. Okay, producer. Already we discussed. Okay, this is the first trophic level, and second trophic level, and third, and also fourth, and last one is fifth one. The grasshopper, what is that? Eat the producer. Producer, how they will get the energy? From the ultimate source of energy, which is called as, which you know, solar, otherwise called as sun. So the energy converted into, what is that? In fruit product. That is nothing but the starch. The process is called as, already in our board, what is that? Photosynthesis. Isn't it, my dear? So photosynthesis. So after that, what happened? It is consumed by the grasshopper, the trophic level first one. It is also a herbivorous. Okay, my dear, herbivorous. Then again, herbivorous was eaten by frog. It is a primary carnivorous. Okay, my dear. Again, it is also eaten by primary carnivorous, secondary carnivorous, and also last one is called a tertiary carnivorous. Okay, so this is the unidirectional. This is the unidirectional. Okay, my dear. Unidirectional, my dear. It will not repeat it again. So this type of chain is called a chain, like food also transfer through the chain format, and also the energy also transfer from the, which one, you know, chain aspect, that is called as, what is a food chain. Okay, my dear. So this is very, very important. So many times they were asked the questions and match the following. Sometimes it may graphical, I mean diagrammatical questions. Okay, sometimes they may miss it. This is the considered as A. Okay, so this one is B. This one is C, like that. So, some of them are mentioned the name also. The grasshopper they may give here, and here also. Here is there is a blank space is there. Okay, you have to fulfill it like that. It is also one of the type of questions, my dear. See that. Next one, this is called as food web. What is the meaning of food web? More than one food chain united together in the form of network-like structure is called as food web. Okay, see the interlinked. These are the these are the two is considered as a, what is that? A producer, isn't it, my dear? Producer. These two are producer. Consider as a, this one is a producer. This one is a producer. Okay, producer. So this is called as, what is, you know, a primary carnivores. Those who are all carnivores. This is all primary carnivore. Primary. Okay, and also and secondary. This one is called as, what is that? These are the things. These are the things. Okay, frog. Okay, up to this level. Up to this level. So these are the another level. Okay, so you have to take an example. This is the first level. This is the second level. This one is called as, what is that? Third level. So each one is considered as a trophic level. This is the first trophic, second trophic, third trophic. But all are interconnected. Say, take an example, the berry eaten by the green fly eaten by the ladybird eaten by dragonfly. This is the one food chain. And also another one is also the, see that the ladybird is also eaten by the titmouse as a bird. Okay, and also not only this, and also that fruit fly, the berries also eaten by sometimes the titmouse. The titmouse then eaten by snakes eaten by frog. So these are the cycles. These are the network-like structure. This type of what is that? Food chain is called as, what is that? Food web. Interconnected with the more than one food chain united together, more than one. Okay, my dear, more than one food chain. One, what is that? Food chain united. Okay, my dear. United as a network-like structure, that is called as food web. Okay, my dear. So don't forget. See here, the two types of food chains can be distinguished in all ecosystems. First of all, you should note it down. There are two types of food chain. Is there? What is my food chain? First, already know about. What is my food web? Already we discussed, isn't it? There are two types of food chain have been reported. One is considered as a grazing food chain. Grazing food chain, that is denoted as GFC. Detritus food chain, it is also called as, what is it? DFC in short form. Sometimes they may ask the question in the NEET. Okay, in the expansion or expansion manner, NEET. Okay, my dear, NEET. Sorry. First of all, you should note it down. First of all, grazing food chain. Okay, my dear. The grazing food chain is also called a predator food chain. What is that? It is the name otherwise called as predator food chain. It is possible to have so many levels. So many levels. What is that level? So already we discussed it. One is called as producer. This is the first level. And herbivorous, that is second level. And primary carnivorous is the third level. And then secondary carnivorous is the fourth level. And the grazing food chain. So this is very, very important, my dear. So many levels. What are the levels already discussed? So total 4. Producer, herbivorous, primary carnivorous, secondary carnivorous. Here the decomposer is incomplete. Okay, decomposer is the last process, end of the. But up to this level only the food chain is continue. See there, the grazing food chain extended from the producer. I already know, but extended from the producer through herbivorous to carnivorous. For example, it has given cattle grazing in the grassland, deer browsing in the forest, and insect feeding on the crops and trees are the most common biotic constitution of the grazing food chain. Okay, this is the initial. The number of trophic level of the in the grazing food chain is restricted as the transfer of energy follow the 10% law. 10% law. What is the meaning of 10% law? This was introduced by the name of the scientist called as Linderman. Don't forget, my dear, Linderman. Okay, Linderman. Okay, he stated a statement. Which one you know? 10% law. 10% law. So don't forget how it will be. See here. See here. Okay, my dear. So, for example, take an example. The first trophic level is called as producer. Isn't it? Producer. And second one is what is that, you know? Primary consumer. The primary consumer, what is that, you know? Herbivorous. Isn't it, my dear? Herbivorous. Okay. And then again, secondary consumer, it will be, what is that? Is the carnivorous, primary carnivorous. Here started from the carnivorous first. Again, so third consumer, which one you know? Third consumer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and the tertiary consumer. This is the secondary carnivorous. Secondary carnivorous. And last one is called as decomposer. Like that, imagine. Okay. Decomposers. Okay, here the food chain. Here the food chain. Okay. So what happened now? The producer how much, you know, 100% of food, you know. So next level, how much it will be passed on, you know, 90% only. Here the 10 is loss. Isn't it here? Minus. 10% is what is the loss? Again, the first consumer to the second consumer, that is first herbivorous to carnivorous. What happened here? Also 10%. What happened? No loss. So it comes to 80%. Okay, and then third one here also here to here. How much, you know? 70%. Here also 10%. What is that? Loss. Loss only. Here also loss. And the last one is also already in our. But these are the each and every trophic level. What happened? 10% of energy, it will be losses. This was stated by the name of the scientist called as Linderman. Linderman. So the law is called as Linderman's law. Linderman's laws are 10% loss. 10% loss. Okay, it is very, very important, my dear students. So many times they were asked the question, each and every tropic level, what happened? No, there is a 10% of energy, it will be losses. This was stated by the name of the scientist called as Linderman. That's why they have given as a Linderman's law. Otherwise, the percentage of the loss, how much is there? No, hence they called as 10% loss law or 10% law. Okay. Don't forget, my dear, this is very, very important, my dear students. So many times they were asked the question, each and every step. One is maximum they ask the question, name of the scientist. Sometimes they ask the question, the laws. Linderman stated the laws, which one in 10% laws, or 10% loss was introduced by the name of the scientist, or discovered, stated by the scientist Linderman. Like that, you should note it down, my dear. Okay. Okay, go to the next one. So that is called as what is a 10% law. Only 10% of the energy is transferred to the next level. Okay, my dear. See here. So this is also one other type, grazing food chain. Grazing means, so the grass is there. Okay, where there is a grassland. Okay, this is the producer. This is the producer means what is that? Plant is the producer. Okay, don't forget. So this is the plant. Okay, plant. Plant is the producer or grasses. The plant was eaten by caterpillar. So the first consumer, otherwise called as herbivorous. Okay, the consumer, the primary consumer was eaten by the secondary consumer and also first carnivorous. The frog is eaten by snake. Snake is eaten by owl. So here, which one you know? The carnivorous. Starting from the producer and also end with the carnivorous. It was lead by which one you know? The herbivorous. So this is very, very important. Okay, my dear. See the next one. And in an ecosystem, grass food chain is the major contact for the energy flow. Death of organism is the beginning of the deleterious food chain web. The deleterious food chain begins with the dead organic matter. Once upon a time, what happened after the grass food chain, the end of the result, which one you know, the deleterious food chain started. The deleterious food chain begins with the death of organic matter. It is made up of decomposer, which are heterotrophic organisms, mainly fungi and bacteria. Already discussed how it will be. There are so many decomposer molecules also involved in this process. One is called as, what is that? Fungi, particularly fungi imperfecti, deuteromycetes, and bacteria. A much larger fraction of energy flow through the deleterious food chain, because the foodstuff is there after the animals or plants, whatever it may be, undergoes the dead process. What happened now? Animal dead process, died or dead. What happened now? The soil microbes, that is called as, what is that? Microbes act upon it. Okay, it will be split into complex molecule into simple molecule. Split the complex molecule into simple molecules. Okay, my dear. Complex molecules means, you know, but like this, isn't it? Like this. This complex molecule converted into simple molecules. Okay, my dear. Simple molecules. After that, it was utilized by the plant. Okay, so end of the result, it's also once again the cycle is also re-enter. In a terrestrial ecosystem, a much large fraction of energy flow through the deleterious food chain, then through the GFC, grass food chain. Grass food chain. Don't forget, my dear. Grass food chain. Okay, this is also very, very important. Go to the next one. Here they have given us 3 ecosystem. Okay, here there are 3 type of ecosystem have been given as a tabulation format. And also, what are the producer, what are the herbivorous, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer have given. Okay, so first of all, you should note it down. The first one is called as grass ecosystem. Grass ecosystem, the producer is a grass. bond ecosystem, the producer is the phytoplankton. Why it is called as phytoplankton? Plant. It is also one of the plant, but a single cell, unicellular algae. Okay, so they are all phytoplankton. And forest means a tree. So the first all are producers are chlorophyll bearing things, chlorophyll containing plant. Okay, whether it may be grasses or phytoplankton, single cell plant, that is called as algae. Okay, chlorophyll bearing one. And trees, you know about that, shrubs, herbs, and also all those things. These are all the first one, that is called as producer. Next one, you know about herbivorous. Herbivorous means so the herbs eaten by the animals. So those who are eating the herbs, that animals are called as herbivorous. See, grass is eaten by insects, rat, and also mice and rabbit. These are all are comes under the headings known as grassland ecosystem. Okay. Likewise, bond ecosystem, phytoplankton. The plants are eaten by the zooplankton. These are all called as animals, single cell animals, single cell. So take an examples of which one you know, amoeba, paramecium, euglena, like that. Okay. These are all are zooplankton. Phytoplankton eaten by the zooplankton because it's a bond ecosystem. Bond it contains these are the components. These are the components: phytoplankton, zooplankton, small fish, large fish, and predator birds. In the grassland, grass is the starting point. Insect, rat, and also mice and rabbit. And this was eaten by the frog and snake and fox. This was eaten by snake and predator. Big snake here. Okay, big snake. Predatory bats and wolf, and also these are all are eaten by the predatory bats and also lion. Starting from the producer and end with the tertiary consumer, otherwise called as carnivorous. It's all lead by the herbivorous. So this is the first one, very important. Second one already know about. In between there are so many things. Is the last one, this one. Okay, so these are the important steps. Likewise, the last ecosystem is called as forest ecosystem. Starting point is a tree is a producer because tap the light energy. Okay, all are tap the light energy from the ultimate source of the energy is called as sun. This one and phytophags, insects, herbivorous animals and mammals. This was eaten by lizards, bats and foxes. This was eaten by lions. All are whatever it may, all are undergo the dead process, dead. That is by decomposer, final step. Okay. After the decomposer, it may be enter into the where again it was utilized by the plant. So this is the cycle. This is the cycle. These are the three examples have it given in your book, my dear students. Don't forget starting which one is the end. In between, what are the tropical is there. Okay, you have to practice it. Then only it will be get the idea. Okay, my dear. For the next one. And the next one is we will pass on to the next one is called the energy flow model. Okay, in a terrestrial ecosystem, major producer are herbivorous. Already you know, but terrestrial. Okay, in the land. Okay, which one is the major producers? Herbivorous. Okay, herbivorous means you know, but grass and also trees only. Okay, and woody plant already told you. Likewise, primary producer in an aquatic ecosystem or various species like phytoplankton, algae, and also higher plants. In an ecosystem, the energy flow one way, that is from the producer through herbivorous to carnivorous. This is a step already we discussed. Starting here, leading here, and then end with the carnivorous. It cannot be transferred in the reverse direction. Why? Because it is a unit direction. Already we discussed unit direction only. Unit direction only one way only. It will not reverse in manner. It will not possible. Okay. The amount of energy flow decrease with the successive tropical level. Already we discussed each and every level. What happened? No, the energy it will not transfer completely. Producer capture only a small fraction of solar energy. That is 1 to 5%. That is denoted as a plants utilize only 1 to 5% of the solar energy only. Part of the energy captured in the grass productions of producers is used for maintenance of their standing crops. Standing crops means already in our respiration process. And for providing food to herbivores. Okay, so this is the first one. Already in our grass to what is a standing crop, that is called as what is a herbivorous. Okay, and then next already in our the primary consumer will be herbivorous. Which one? This one is a primary herbivorous consumer. Some common herbivores are insects, bird, and also mammal in the terrestrial ecosystem, and mollusks in aquatic ecosystem. Already we discussed this part, isn't it? In the form of tabulation, isn't it, my dear? The consumer, okay, the consumer, see here, the flow rated here, flow, energy flow. Take an example. Here, take an example, 100% of energy is there. Transfer from here to 90% only. Here to here, there is 80% only. Again, here to here, 70. The last one is 60% only. Each and every step, there is a 10% is loss. Okay, that was stated by the name of the scientist called as Linderman, already studied. It's a 10% law. This is the energy flow methods. Grass, 10,000 kilocalorie, isn't it here? They have given it 10,000 kilocalorie. From to here, the grasshopper, they consumed only the 1,000 kilocalorie. From here to here, only the 100 kilocalorie. From to here, 10 kilocalorie. Again, 1 kilocalorie only, it will be possible. Each and every stump, there is a 10% loss is there. Just imagine. Okay, my dear. So this is the important point. Energy flow, it will be very less compared to each and every trophic level. The same thing, energy pyramid, it is also calculated energy pyramid. Here the pyramid level is high. From here to here, what happened to the primary consumer is the energy lost. Here also same process also repeated again and again. That's why they have given is a arrow here. Okay, my dear. Each and every steps, they will not consume fully. The loss of, for example, suppose any one of the lion hunt here, no, it will not consume fully. It will not consume fully, isn't it? Okay, some waste is there. It was eaten by some other fox or something else. Okay, so likewise, the secondary consumer, it is also same. Snake also. Snake, it will not consume fully in the things. Suppose, take an example, bone as well as the skin, it will be throw it. So it is a loss of the trophic level. So these are all very, very important, my dear. Okay. Next one is a deleterious food chain, my dear student. This is very, very important. Another point, deleterious food chain may be connected with the grazing food chain some levels. Some of the organism deleterious food chains are prey to the GFC, grass food chain animals. And in the natural ecosystem, some animals like a cockroach, crows, etc., or omnivores, this natural interconnection of the food chain make it a food web. Okay, so deleterious food chain is also interconnection of more than one grass food chain. Okay, that is called as food web. Okay, don't forget, mate. Concept booster. Just here, grazing food chain. It always start from the green plant. Okay, because grazing means green. Plant to tertiary consumer level. Up to finish the level is the tertiary consumer. Green plant is the first organism to absorb the solar energy. Already we discussed. They do not help in the nutrient cycle. They do not help in the nutrient cycle. Sometimes they may ask the question, they help the nutrient cycle like that. The grazing food chains also help in the nutrition cycle. Sometimes they may ask the question. It is a wrong statement. When they have given the help, but it is do not help. Generally, large organisms maintain this type of food chain. So this is also assessment reasoning. Sometimes they may ask, generally, the grazing food chain, what is that? It does not maintain the large organisms like that. They may ask the questions. Next one is a deleterious food chains. It always starts from the deleterious. Already we know about. Bacteria, fungi are the first ones. Already we know. There is an involvement of the nutrient cycle. Here the cycle is involvement. This is very, very important, my dears. Here there is no involvement of the nutrient cycle. Here, carbon cycle, hydrogen, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus. The cycle is only involved in the detritus food chain only. They will not involve in the grass food chains, grassland grazing. Generally, small organisms maintain the type of food chain. Here, the small organism is taking place. Here, the large. Okay, know the difference between these two things. Next, we will pass on to the next is called as standing crab biomass. Each tropical level has a certain mass of living material at a particular time called as a standing crop. This is very, very important. Sometimes they may ask about each tropical level has a certain mass of living material, mass of living. It maintain their, what is that? Structure. At a particular time is called as that is called a standing crop. Okay. The standing crop is measured as the mass of living organisms or the number in the unit area. Number. Take an examples. Any one of the square meter. How much is that? 100. What is that? Grasshopper they can live. Grasshopper. Okay, media. This is the this normally maintain all the times. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. That is considered as what is that? Standing crop, and also the unit area. So one meter square or 1 year, 1 hectare, whatever it may be, you can calculate it. The biomass of the specific is expressed in the terms of fresh or dry weight. Measurement of the biomass in terms of dry weight is more accurate. Okay, my dear. So this is important point. This is also a very, very important point, my dear. See here. That feed on these herbivores or carnivores or more correctly primary carnivores through the secondary consumer. Already we discussed this part. Okay. The continuity of the one. The energy assimilated by the herbivores used in the assimilated energy, the consumed by the, that means what is that? Producer to consumer, isn't it? Consumer. The consumer, how the energy it will be utilized. So these are the process. First one is respiration. During the respiration process, what happened? No, the glucose or whatever it may be, glycogen or any other protein molecule, whatever it may be, lipid. Okay, all are what happened? Undergo the respiration process, oxidation process. What happened? It may be split into simple fraction of unassimilated energy in the transfer is transferred to the decomposer and fecal matter utilized by the carnivores and transfer to the decomposer after the death. Okay, these are the important things. These are the energy assimilated by the herbivores is used in respiration. Fraction of unassimilated energy is transferred to the decomposer, utilized by the carnivores and transferred to the decomposer after the death. These are the steps that were occur. Okay, my dear. And the herbivores assimilated to productive approximately how much? 10% only. How much is the 10% assimilation, storage capacity? The grass productivity of the producer about 10. That is called as what is that? The herbivore animal assimilation of the productivity approximately 10% of the grass productivity of the producers. About 10% of the herbivorous productivity used to support carnivorous productivity. And an average respiration produce consumes about 20% of its grass productivity. Herbivores consume about 30% of assimilated energy in respiration. The proportion of assimilation energy consumed in respiration rise to about 60% in carnivores. See here, what they told me, 10% plus 20% plus 30% plus 60%. Listen to this. Which one you can imagine? First one is called as producer. First one is 10% is called as producer. Second 10%, what is that? The respiration of the produce consumes about the its grass productivity. From this one, 20% was utilized by the grass productivity. From this one, 30% utilized by the herbivores. From this one, the carnivores. Okay, there is a link. Okay. So sometimes they may ask the question, mathematical question in this part. Maths. Okay, question asked in this part. For example, here 100 kilogram, imagine 100 kilogram of energy is there. Okay, here how much it will be transferred? 20% means you have to calculate from here to here. How much is that? 100 kilogram. 20% means what is that? 40 kilogram. Sorry, 20 kilogram, isn't it? 20 kilogram. From this 20 kilogram, 30% means what is that? You can calculate it. 30%. Only 3. Isn't it? 20 divided by 30. 20 divided by 30 into 100. Okay. Just you can imagine. 3 means what is that? How much? 3% only you will get. From the 3 kilogram, 60% is utilized. 3 kilogram converted to 3000, isn't it? 3000. Okay. 3000 grams. Kilogram to grams. So 60% means calculated. How much is this? This is 100%. 3000 is 100 means 60% is how much? You have to strike out. Strike out. Okay. Okay. This one is strike out here and here. Okay. You have to multiply into 300 into 6. 300 into 6. See here, 1800. Isn't it? 1.8 kg. So the last one, they will get 1.8 kg only. That is a calculation, my dear. Don't forget. So this type of questions also, there sometimes they may ask the questions in NEET point of view. See this one. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Okay. So this is the important point. Okay. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. Okay. So transfer the heat. Isn't it? Heat. Or light. Okay. Utilized by the, okay, utilized by the plant. Okay. The first tropical level plants, producer. Then again, transfer the energy. How it may caterpillar or any other thing. Second tropical level, herbivorous. Here the transformation takes place in this way. Again, it transfer to the birds. Birds to eagle. So this one is carnivorous. Okay. This one is a producer, herbivorous, carnivorous. Starting from the producer and leading to the herbivorous and end with the carnivorous. After that death, what happened now? So it will be eliminated by the microorganism. Microorganism completely decompose. Again, what happened now? The cycle it will be like this. Here, suppose if it is dead, what happened? It was utilized by the microorganism. And the remaining energy it will be released in the form of nutrients. Again, it will be entered into the plant. Suppose animals also dead, same process, decomposer. Okay. Okay, my dear. These are the important point. Okay. See here. The energy pyramid. This is the energy pyramid. Here, the 100% of energy is there. Already told you. Okay, produce 100% energy. From the here, 10% only. So 10%. From the here, 10% to 10%, 1%. 1 to so 0.1%. So the least one it will get it carnivorous. Okay. So these are all are the what happened after the decomposition. When it undergoes the dead composition, it is also dead. When it died, and also rat, and also this one, all are undergo the dead process. What happened? The decompose completely degrade, and also it will be enter into the. So this is the energy pyramids. Okay, it is also one of the important question in NEET point of view, my dears. This is very, very important. NEET point of view. They ask the question how it will be. Here they may give 6,800. Likewise, what about the next one? That percentage. What about the next one? X. What about the next one? Like that, they may ask the question. Okay, you have to practice it. See that same things also given. Producer, it is a terrestrial ecosystem, herbaceous and woody plant. In an aquatic ecosystems, phytoplankton, algae, and also higher plant. In shallow water, macrophytes. Macrophytes is nothing but the higher plants. Herbivorous. Herbivorous means eaten by which one here? The plant eaten by the herbivorous. Insect, bird, and animals in the terrestrial ecosystem. Molluscus in aquatic ecosystem. And food web. What is the meaning of food web? This is very, very important. Already we discussed how it will be. Comes. See here. So the Oxford University, when it 1920. So Oxford University biologist Charles 8, and don't forget, my dear students. So the food web was introduced by the name of the scientist, recognize the food chain are not isolated unit, but are linked together in the food webs. That means food web is also a connection of more than one food webs. Already told you, isn't it? That is name of the scientist called us. What is that? Charles. Okay. Charles Eighton. EITON. This is the important questions, my dear. This is the important question. Charles Eighton. Okay. Food web. The ecological summarize the trophic relationship of the community by diagrammatic. Okay. A food web with arrow linked species according to the who eats whom. This is the point. Okay. Who eats whom. That is very, very important. Already you know, but grass eaten by grasshopper. So grasshopper is whom. Grass is who. Okay. The whom. Whom is the grass. Okay. Grasshopper. Grasshopper. Who eats whom. So the producer, this is herbivorous. You can imagine. Okay, media. So this is very, very important. See the food web. These are all our producers. These are all our producer. The first stage, trophic level up to this level. Producer. Second one is herbivorous. Already discussed. Herbivorous. Third one is just imagine. This one is called as what is that? This one is called as carnivores, primary carnivores. So this one is secondary carnivores and the tertiary. Each one it has a link. Each one it has a link. So see the grasshopper eaten by rat, grasshopper eaten by frog. Okay. The rat is eaten by python, and also rat is eaten by fox. Rat is eaten by the eagle. Okay. So this is a one-way direction. One direction, another direction, and also third direction also there. And then here they are the flowering plants eaten by the, which one you know, the nectars were eaten by the butterfly eaten by a frog eaten by, again the cycle is continue. Frog is eaten by the dragonfly to thrush birds, isn't it? And then lavender, it's also a nectar. These two, okay, interconnection, isn't it? By butterfly. But again the mangoes is also eaten by the fruit fly eaten by the birds and dragons, and also this was eaten by the fox, wolf, and so each one it has an interlink. Each one, this collectively called as network of food chain is called as what is a network, nest-like structure. Okay, made. So this is called as what is a nest-like structure, nest food chain. So this is considered a food web. Okay, more than one, my dear. This is also very, very important. See that food chain and food web. This is a unidirectional. This is the unidirectional. See here, only one direction only is there. Only one direction only, my dear. Okay, don't forget. So this is only one direction, isn't it? This is, see here, tree. Okay, deer. And then lion. Okay, my dear. So the direction is only this way only. Likewise, a flower. Okay, and also another pedals. Okay, insects. See the fish, large fish, and also crane. Likewise. So this is food chain. This is a food web, interconnection. More than one food. These are all are interconnected with the help of arrow. This is the arrow. This arrow has given, isn't it? This was stated by the Charles Eighton, my dear. This is a food chain. So this is also another type. Grass, zebra they can eat, vulture they can eat, and also gazelle. Okay. So each one it has interconnection. See that? Zebra also eagle. After death, this one is also eaten by eagle. Okay. Again, this was eaten by the lion. This was eaten by the lion. Once what happened, when it undergoes the dying process, what happened? The lion was eaten by vulture. So the center there is a, okay. So this is another. Ecological pyramid bar diagram by Charles Eighton. So this is very, very important, my dear students. Sometimes they may ask the questions, who gives the, which one you know, the ecological pyramid structure and also bar diagram by Charles Eighton. So both are same. The trophic structure in the ecosystem can be represented by the accompanying standing crop. Okay, comparing standing crop. Either numbers or individual or biomass. Here the number of biomass. Okay, the ecological pyramid is also depends upon their number and also the biomass. These are the two things is very, very important, my dear student. Don't forget. And also the energy. Okay, ecological energy flow, ecological biomass, ecological diagram, bar diagram, pyramids also did not address 3 points is there. One is number, second one is biomass, third one is called energy. See, the graphical representation of the trophic structure is done by drawing ecological pyramids where the basal, mid, and top tiers shows the parameter value for producer, herbivorous, carnivorous, and ecosystem. See, this is considered. So, this is considered a pyramid. Ecological pyramid. Here they have given us a energy pyramids. Okay, energy, how it will be transferred. So the pyramid, what happened at the lower base is always very depth in nature, very large in nature. Gradually it decreases until the sharp manner. So you look like a triangle shape, that is called as pyramid. Already you know it. Pyramid in Egypt, isn't it? The base is in very depth area and gradually decreases to the tip towards the tip, isn't it? Same process also given here. The base of each pyramid represents the producer or the first trophic level, whereas the apex represents the tertiary or top level consumer. Okay, see that? This is very, very important, my dear students. This is the producer. Producer always, how it will be? Very large in nature. Okay, very large in nature. Okay, very large in size. And then primary consumer, suppose take an example here, the grass is there, you know. They have given the kilogram grass. Here, grasshopper, just imagine. Grasshopper. And grasshopper eaten by frog. Frog eaten by snake. Okay. Snake. So, what happened? The grass is very large amount only. So that's why they have given us 809 kg per meter square. Grasshopper 37 only, gradually decreases. Frog 11, snake. So when you are drawing the diagram, how it will be look like? No? So this is the structure, isn't it? This is the structure. That is considered a pyramid. See the sharpness. Okay. So this is a tertiary consumer. Tertiary consumer always end with the carnivorous. Here the producer is the grass. Okay, the plant. Herbivorous, primary carnivorous, secondary carnivorous. Consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary. So sometimes they may ask the question in this point of view. So, okay, they may give like this. Okay, my dear, the energy also how it will be reduced. You can imagine each and every person is there is a 10% loss reduced. See this one, ecological pyramid. So the grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, and eagle. So the pyramids, the grass is much high. Number also. Here grasshopper is very less. Suppose if it is reversible, what happen? No? Grass is very less. Grasshopper is high means what happen? You know, the grass is completely destroyed. So there is no food for the next generation. So as a result, what happened? Grasshopper completely dead. So grasshopper dead means what happened? The frog, they will not consume. Frog, they will not get the food. So this trophic level is also died. So this one now it will not get means what happens. Suppose any changes in the any one of the tropical level, suppose any tropical level changes occurs, you know, suppose the changes occurs in this area, you know, all are affected, Okay. That is very, very important, my dear. Suppose if it is affected means it will also affect. So each and every tropic level, okay, continuously affected. Finally, what went? Completely ecosystem completely destroy. That is very, very important, my dear students. Don't forget. Okay. So go to the next one. Go to the next one. So this is also another type of example. Inverted pyramids. This is a aquatic level. This one is called as grass level. Okay. Aquatic level, what happened? You know, aquatic level. See here. Aquatic level carnivorous is very highly present in it. Herbivorous is very less, and producers is very, very less. So the diagram, it will be reversible manner of the up pyramid, and this one is called as up pyramids. This one is called as down pyramids. Okay, my dear. Down pyramids. Where it's present, in the ozone. Okay, or C, ecosystem, bond ecosystem, all those things. Here, top carnivorous, which one lion, isn't it? This is a producer. This one is called as, what is that? Grazing or forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem always in up direction, upward pyramid. Okay, upward pyramids. This one is called as downward pyramids. Downward pyramids. Okay, my dear. Downward pyramids. So both. So here the producer is high. Here the producer is less. Comparison between these two. Okay. Producer is high in the forest ecosystem. Gradually decreases. But here, which one carnivorous is high. But producer is very less. Reversible. That's why the pyramid is in inverted manner, otherwise called as downstream process, downward process. Okay, my dear, don't forget. Given organisms may occupy more than one tropical level simultaneously, one must remember that the tropical level represents a functional level, not a species as such. Given species may occupy more than one tropical level in the same ecosystem at the same time. For example, sparrow is a primary consumer when it eats seeds, fruits, and peas, and secondary consumer when it eats insects and worms. Here, which one is the bad? Which bad? Sweeta? A given species may be occupied in the more tropical level ecosystem at the same time. For example, the sparrow has given as an example. Sparrow is both ecosystem. It may be act on it. In most ecosystem, all the pyramids of number, energy, and also biomass already we discussed. These are the three categories there. Energy pyramids, biomass pyramid, and also number of pyramids. See that? Ecological pyramids. This is the energy pyramids. Okay. How the energy is transferred from the one ecosystem to another ecosystem, that can be explained. See here, energy, primary ecosystem. Here the 100%, isn't it? Here 100. Then here 10% means 10. 1, 1, 0, 1. So the 10%. So the energy pyramid, energy transformation. Okay, already we know about it. Aqua system also there. Here the see here, the phytoplankton is contained high. So the pyramid is in upward direction, fully upward direction. Okay, this one is also upward direction. So terrestrial ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem, both are same. Okay, here also the grasses, grasshopper, mice, and also snake. This is also correct. But in this category, aquatic ecosystem, what happened? The phytoplankton is less, zooplankton is high. Okay. And herring fishes is also very less compared to the zooplankton. So this, and sea lion is very less. So it is, what is that, this, it is a, what is a descending one, descending. Okay, descending process. This is also a, what is a descending. But the pyramid, it look like a, which one, the center, the portion is very high, and both the side, what happened? Look like this one, isn't it? Look like this one. The center will be high. Both of end, it will be sharp in nature. That means reduced nature. Okay. So this is called as, what is an aquatic ecosystem. Sometimes they may ask the question in this part, my dear. In certain ecosystem, the pyramids of number, example in tree dominant ecosystem, and the pyramids of biomass, example in deep water bodies, may be inverted. Deep water body is inverted. Already I told you, I saw it, isn't it? Inverted manner, where in the water body ecosystem. This is very, very important, my dear students. NEET point of view, they ask the question in water body ecosystem, how it will be. The pyramids are upright, downward, or inverted manner, like that they may. Both are same, inverted. For example, numerous small insects may occur in a single tree and in ozones. The combined weight numbers small short-lived phytoplankton organism at a given time exceed by the combined weight of large, long-lived fish. The pyramid of energy, however, is always upright and can never be inverted, because when energy flow from the particular tropic level to the next tropic level, some energy is always lost as a heat at each steps. Already we discussed this part also. Same process also repeated again and again. Okay. Go to the next one. So this is the entire structure. See that one. Deuterivorous. How it will be? The chemical bond energy is dead bodies, focus, feces, and other non-living organisms produce useful only deuterious. Here did nothing but the any one of the tick. Take an example. Say any one of the animals. You can take an example. Any one of the animals or plant. Okay, animals, body, or plant. Okay, so okay, take an example. Any one of the animal and plants. What happened? The death, the plant or animal death, feces of death, feces and death, feces, all are common, isn't it? This layer. Next step, what will happen? See here. So after that see here, feces and death again repeater. Here the solar energy, first one already we discussed solar energy. Here primary producer, herbivorous, primary consumer, secondary consumer. Take an example, different type of animal and plant. Okay, they all are undergo the death process. Suppose primary producer, it's a plant, means undergo the death process, you will get the component. Herbivorous goat, sheep, whatever it may be. Take an example, sheep. Okay, and rabbit also. Take an example, rabbit. All are going to undergo that. And also excreta. And suppose if it is dead, what happened? It will be same. Primary consumer. What is the primary consumer? Take an examples of frog. Okay. Those who are eating the, which one? First, carnivorous. Undergo the same process. Feces are death, the same. Secondary carnivorous is the topmost carnivorous. These are. During this, energy is also released during the respiration process. All are same. Respiration. All are respiration. What happened, least. So this is very, very important. These are interconnected. Again, it will be in the form of heat only. Heat. Okay. Heat. Okay. Once again, the heat also, solar energy also in the form of heat. Okay. So these are all are finally enter into the atmosphere again. So the same process also repeated again and again. Isn't it? So this is another process, tropic level. So same here, tropic level and also number of individual. It depends upon the number. See the primary producer number, it will be 5,842,000. Primary producer. See that PP denoted as primary producer. PC primary consumer. CSC secondary consumer. TC tertiary consumer. Okay. This number also same. How it will be? The pyramid of number is a grassland ecosystem. This one is a grassland ecosystem. So the grass is there, grasshopper is there, and this one is called as take an examples of snake, eagle, and also like that you have to calculate. Pyramids of numbers. Pyramids of number in a grassland ecosystem. Only 3 top carnivores are supported in an ecosystem based on the production of which one nearly 6 million plants. See, nearly 6 million plant is there. Okay. These 3 only the important points. Okay, my dear. So this is the important things. Okay. So next one is among the 3 kinds of ecological pyramid, the pyramids of energy, which express mainly the rate of food productions. Herbivorous is the rate of food production. Rate of food production, it will be very high, means the other tropic level is also increases, can be considered as the most representative of the functional characteristics. There is no productivity, there is no grasses. What happened? The first tropic level, it will be drop. Emphasize the total energy flow in the successive tropical level always decreases. Same things is there. Compared to the preceding tropic level, explanation lesser energy flow at herbivore to tropic level. Okay, my dear. So this one is also already we discussed, isn't it? Suppose the pyramids of biomass in Florida Bach, terrestrial. See the 809 is the primary productivity. So automatically it will be degrees already 37, 11, and 1.5. Depends upon the dry weight. This is also calculated in the form of dry weight. Okay. 6 million plant is there. 6 million plants. Okay. How it will be? According to the dry weight, they can calculate it. So each and every tropic level, it will be reduced. Okay, media. So this is also a very, very important. See that the pyramid of biomass shows a sharp decreases in biomass at higher trophic level. Biomass related to the biomass. Okay, 899 is there. Okay, 809 is there. Here 37 is there. Secondary consumer 11 and tertiary consumer 1.5. Okay, so these are the important things. Okay, my dears. So remaining things, pyramid biomass and also and inverted pyramid and aquatic ecosystem and concept booster is there. We will see the remaining things on the next class, my dear students. Thank you so much for the participation. We will see again. Okay, bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.